Hello, so it's Keely, and today we are doing a small starter build. So the theme for this type of build is similar to the Abbey house. So for each small room that I've selected, I'm going to randomly choose a theme from a wheel online that you'll see in a little bit, and that's how I'm going to design the room unless there are items that are a necessity for the room that are not available in the style. As you'll see later, one of the styles does not have a toilet that's not a bush, so I'm not going to put a bush inside the house. So I just put a regular toilet since that was a mandatory item that needed to be in the bathroom. Other than that, that's how this build is going to go. It's a very small house. I put this together pretty quickly. It was pretty fun. I haven't built in a little while, so hopefully you enjoyed this video as well. It was nice to be able to do some themed things, although I wish I would have made it a little bit bigger just so I could fit more stuff in it. But hopefully your day's going well. And here we are making the outside of the house. And I was going to do this porch that kind of wraps around the side by where I wanted the fireplace and chimney and everything to go. But it didn't quite work out. So I had it like that for a little bit, and then I think I just went back and took it away. So the theme for the outside, you can see we're working off of the brown swatch for a lot of the cats and dogs items, and there was no stairs for cats and dogs, as you'll see me search for probably in a minute. But yeah, so this is the small starter, like I mentioned. And for today's joke, this is a new one. I couldn't sleep one night, and it came to me because, when someone like me can't sleep, what do you think about? You think about bad dad jokes or puns, of course. So anyway, so here's the joke. So, how do polos pay for college? So I'm talking like polo shirts, like the ones with the collars and the ones with the, embroidery stitched on them, and maybe they have a little pocket, maybe they don't, they got the little buttons, not to be confused with polo, like the sport, or with the horses. I told that joke and I got a couple of responses about that, so not that. We were talking specifically about the shirt version. So think about that, and we'll come back to that in a little bit. So anyways, we're well into 2023 at this point. Not sure when this video will go live, but as per usual, when this video goes live, the build of this house will also go live on the gallery on my account, which is KeelyCat4, same as my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to download it off the gallery, so it will be available there. And I will also be making what was I going to go with that? Oh, I know. I also plan to make a veterinary office that will likely post after this video. So that will be coming soon, to look forward to that. I already have a name in mind, if I can remember by the time I actually go to build it, since I have some downtime right now and that doesn't always happen. But yeah, so honestly, there are always some days, it's a weekend, sometimes we all just need an extra little bit of sleep. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really have a lot to do today. So I just slept in until 12 in the afternoon. I mean, not the most productive, but I didn't really have a lot to do, and that's okay. Sometimes we need those kind of days. So it's like 7 o'clock here, but it surely doesn't feel like it because I've only been up for like 7 hours. Did I go for a run? Yes. Am I that tired though? No, I am not. I have not had dinner yet either, which normally I'm the kind of person that eats dinner really early. My family was always kind of like that. We'd show up to the restaurant, when I was really young, like 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's moved a little bit back to like 5:36 now as I've gotten older, but yeah, when I was a kid, we were always, early bird special, getting out to dinner. But yeah, so I thought, why not build some houses in The Sims? And just a reminder too, if you decide to subscribe to me here on YouTube, I post lots of videos of building, different types of houses and venues. And if you follow me on the gallery, I occasionally I occasionally post additional builds that I make with friends, or builds that I make but I don't actually record a video for them. So if you're looking for just some random builds, to also look out for, feel free to follow me on the gallery. and you'll be updated when I have any new builds that pop up, whether I post them on my YouTube channel or if I just post them just for fun on the gallery and I don't end up getting any footage for them. But yeah, so since today's set up as one of the wheel videos where I try to choose a style, it has a little bit of a different audio setup, so it probably will be a little bit cut up since I am not a master video editor by any means of any type. And yeah, so bear with me. Hopefully you enjoyed the build, and I will let you know about that joke later. I was so excited to tell people that joke. Thrilled. It's not even that good of a joke. You probably already know that. I know that. But it makes me smile. You know, it's just fun to make up stuff like that. Yeah, so here I was again looking for little details to put outside. I kind of want this to be a low-key house though, and I wasn't really thrilled with any of the things that I found. So, you know, we just kind of went with the usual. Just put out some plants, some bushes, which you see me doing here. Got the lavender and got our stairway. Try to use these little guys. I don't use them all the time. Because they have such sharp edges, they don't look very natural, so you have to find something else to like have them kind of fit together or like fit with or make it look more, you know, like it's supposed to be there. However you want to word that. But yeah, here we go with some more fun, vibrant bushes because why not? As you'll see later, and I'm going to mention this a couple clips later, I ended up just pulling up a wheel from the internet, and some of the themes were not actual themes in The Sims 4. It's 7 o'clock at night. I've been up for 7 hours. We're just doing this for fun. So I didn't quite, check the wheel beforehand. So anyways, so I ended up changing one of them and just improvising to a different theme. So if you see me pull up a different theme for the living room, that is why. And as a hint, yes, I'm also extremely disappointed about the fact that there is no rug. 0 rugs in that living room. Very disappointed. Such high possibilities. I didn't even put a TV in there. Talk about disappointment, on my end at least. So if you download this house, please put a rug in there for me, and please put in a TV for your poor Sims. Heck, I almost forgot a computer. You'll see that later. So, oh, geez. As I'm recording this, I forgot to put a trash can in. I really apologize, everybody. So there's your running list of things you might want to add if you want to customize this house further after downloading it. There's a trash can outside, so I guess it's not the worst, but I did forget to put a trash can inside. Since there was so much, well, I guess more of so little space available, totally forgot to throw a trash can in there. So, again, my apologies. But yeah, so here we go, fixing up the roof and figuring out how Hello, hello. So here we are on the wheel I'm going to use for designing the inside of the house. This is just the first one that came up, and as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and spin. So for the first room, since the house is pretty small, I'm going to do the dining and the kitchen together, and then I'll do the living room separate. Since the first floor is pretty small, we'll go with that. So for the kitchen and dining room, our theme is going to be modern. So a modern theme for the kitchen and the dining room. Now, for our living room, also on the small first floor, we are going to have we just had modern, so let's spin again. Ranch. All right. Okay, so now that we have our themes, we are going to go in and hop into the kitchen and the dining room, and then the living room, which you'll see in a little bit. I had to modify that theme, as I mentioned previously, and I'll mention again in the next video clip where we get to the little wheel guy. But yeah, so here we go. I went in, and so since modern is the theme, selected some modern cabinets and everything like that. Had to move the door around a little bit to kind of make it fit almost. And the kitchen is kind of weirdly spaced out in this one, definitely something different than what I normally do. Just so that there's enough space, I guess. I didn't have as many options as I thought I would have with the modern theme. I was kind of surprised, to be honest. I really thought, oh, my shoulder just cracked. I really thought that there would be more options for a stove, or at least like a complete stove, not like the ones where you have to do like different surfaces or whatever. Like, what's the point? I have yet to figure this out. Could someone let me know in the comments? Like, I can't place the stove top on top of the oven on the same tile, but like, how come? Do they function the same? Like, does it matter if you have one or the other? Do you have to have both? And like, does anyone know if you use BB Move objects, can you actually functionally use them both? Um, I think they're cool items. I just haven't really used them because they don't go together. So could someone let me know about that? Because I would be interested. So leave a comment for me if you know the answer to that question, because I would love to know. So yeah, had a couple rugs I could have picked from here. Nothing I was super thrilled about per se, but we're trying to make it work. Honestly, like the cabinets that I selected, I ended up doing the completely like wood swatch on the bottom and then the countertop on top. It's like a weird grayish purple color. And like, what matches that? Does anyone know what matches that? I wish that the countertop color also changed more frequently with that. Otherwise, I would use these countertops more with the little drawers. I just feel like some of the swatches are a little bit odd, so I can't say that I use them very often. Here's my struggle for a dining space in this house because it is so small. And then also, I was trying to remember where I was going to put the door to the bathroom since, that's what the room next to it is supposed to be. So I wanted to do like a small table, but I don't think that that was an option. And there wasn't really many decor options either. So like there wasn't really anything I could put on the table. I was kind of surprised. Alrighty, so here we're back at the wheel again, and I had to do some updates since the last time we spun something that didn't fit one of the actual styles in The Sims, since I didn't check it beforehand, which is my bad, so I've updated with some new styles that are available on The Sims. So right now we're going to spin for the downstairs bathroom and let's see what we get. Looks like it's going to be island themed. Very exciting. Alrighty, we are adventuring up into the very, very small upstairs. So for the bedroom, we are going to be doing a mid-century theme. And then lastly, for the upstairs bathroom, our theme will be industrial. Interesting. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, so we are working on the upstairs and the mid-century theme. So here we go, getting our bed set up. It's not a huge room, so we're gonna have to make do with the space that we have. I ended up doing an orange theme, as you can see here. Since I can't say that I use that color swatch of that bed super frequently, so I wanted to do something, as I say all the time, something different. And I really liked the fall-themed curtains. Unfortunately, they didn't really fit well with any of the other windows, so I had to find a color that complements them and existed in those curtains to fit for the other windows. Initially, I put this in here where we've got our, our little mirror and the plant and the little dresser thing, and finding in our floors with this kind of orange feel for it. Now, I did some accent walls again. For some reason, I'm all about the accent walls right now. Lots of wood paneling up here. And to go back to our joke of the day as I'm getting ready to finish up this bedroom, the joke of the day was, how do polos pay for college? So, how do they? Polos pay for college with scholarships or collarships. So that's the answer to your joke of the day. Can't say it's a great one, but it's a joke that I made up when I couldn't sleep. So yeah, so here we go. Getting some art for the walls to match with the orange theme. It's kind of like a loft, since it's just the one bedroom upstairs and the singular bathroom. Here's the time I remembered that I didn't have a computer or a desk set up at all, so I had to hurry up and throw that together. I didn't end up putting that weird computer there though, because I thought it was kind of weird, so I just left it open. Feel free to place your own computer there if you'd like, or just leave it as a workspace for your Sims. So now we're on to the industrial bathroom after I rearranged these furniture pieces a little bit longer. Yep, here we go. So we're looking for our industrial bathroom. And when I was looking at the rugs, which I definitely wanted there to be one, I noticed a kind of blue theme, or at least that several of the items came in a blue swatch, so I went in with that. And I wasn't able to play test this, so hopefully it should work in the bathroom to actually be able to reach the shower. But you guys let me know. Is it play testable? Is it functional? That's the big question. I would think that your sim could, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, so here's the grand tour of the upstairs. And here is the downstairs. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you soon.